I'm live. I'm finally live. Oh my God. Probably you guys don't know what I've been through for the last 15 minutes. Am I live? It says I'm live. Where am I live, I wonder? Live streaming. Maybe I need to take myself off here. Oops. Okay. Am I still live? Oh, guys, you don't know. I've just been up and down. For some reason, all of a sudden, I can't do anything. Hi, Jolene. Is here? Okay, yeah. I know. What a mess. What a mess. Man, I was so frustrated. Now, if I could just get myself up here. Exit solo. Hello, everybody. I know. I thought there'd be a lot of people at home and not doing anything, waiting for tomorrow. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. I think I can edit layout. Let me see. I don't want to lose this again. Well, I guess this is what we have to work with. Whew. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Jolene. Merry Christmas, Roseanne, Mama Swift. Merry Christmas. Maybe if I just pull this up a little bit, I could see. You could see my wreath. It is Christmas Eve, and Santa Claus will be here in, let's see, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. Ooh, 2.5 hours. Hello, Ohio. Keita, it's nice to see you. I just thought we'd just, get together. I just was going to make a video, and then I said, I'm going to make this my last video of the year. And I can sit here and tell you with all honesty, I will not do another Vlogmas ever again. Doing it every day or trying to do it every day, and it's on your mind, and you're going, what are you going to do? What are you going to say? And all that crap. It just doesn't work out very well. So I think this is the end of my Vlogmas days. In fact, I'm going to have a whole new outlook next year, and I'll share that with you later. But, oh, thanks, Joanne. That's because you're my friend. You're just saying that because you're my friend. And that's nice of you to say that. It was hard. It was really hard. So, ow, I'm trying to get myself, I could not get this to do the live. And I guess I screwed up somewhere in the YouTube. Because YouTube, you have to have it all balanced out. Hi, Jacqueline Sharp. Yeah, today I cooked, and I put a turkey breast on last night before I went to bed, and cooked it all night, and it just fell apart today. It was so good. So and I do it in the crock pot, just the turkey breast. So I had the turkey breast. I had, of course, cranberry sauce, and I had the green bean casserole, and I had stuffing and turkey, I guess. That's all I could think of. I think that was enough. I usually do like a Waterford salad, not Waterford. It's another salad that I do that you mix with pistachio pudding and marshmallows and pineapple. You mix in some little nuts, and you mix that up. And I usually fix that for every single Christmas Eve, but Christmas Eve dinner, and I didn't do it this year. So my friend came over. We had a nice dinner. She was too full to have pumpkin pie, so I have pumpkin pie all to myself, a whole pie. I'll share it, but I have pumpkin pie. I might not even have another piece before I go to bed. So this is going to be the end of my gift exchange with Debbie from the Canadian Crotcheta, and it has been so much fun. And I've enjoyed. We've done this 2 years or 3 years, I can't remember, but I've really enjoyed doing the gift swap with her. And I just want y'all to know my Christmas has been wonderful. I can't even begin, and I'll get too emotional, and to to I just want to tell you how much it means to me when you don't have a family that does anything for you for Christmas. It means so much to have my family through YouTube, all my yarny friends, and you are my friends. I feel like I know each and every one of you. I also want to tell you that tonight I was on Zoom. I had to take Debbie back to Sarasota. And on the way back, I usually when I come back and I drive that far, especially in the evening, I always put into Zoom, I need someone to ride with me. So you never know if your car breaks down or what, especially when you're by yourself. So people started coming on, and guess who came on? Madonna. And she's still in the hospital, and she's waiting for certain things to happen to get her out of there. And so I'm going. She asked me to make her a couple of muumuus, which is comfortable. I wear them because they're comfortable to wear around. So I'm going to make her a couple and send them to her, maybe 3, who knows. And but I couldn't hear a lot of what she was saying because I was in the car and it was making all. I didn't have my earplugs in it. Makes so much noise when you're traveling down the road, right? So Madonna made my Christmas. It was like Santa Claus came and said, "Okay, here we go. I'm bringing you Madonna to make your Christmas, and you can relax now because she's taken care of." And I can't tell you enough how much that meant to me, and I think it meant a lot to. There were two others of us on 3 others that were on Zoom with her, and I think that meant a lot to them too to hear from her. So that's really all that I know, and so she's hanging in there, and God bless her. That's all I can say. Just God bless her. Watergate salad, yes, Roseanne, that's it. See, I got to depend on you guys to keep me straight because half the time I don't even know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I just wanted to get around to show you some of the to open the final gifts from Debbie, and I wanted to also show you that she sent me, which I opened when we were on FaceTime together, and she said there was some that she had ordered for me that she thought I should try. Like I need a new craft, right? I need a new craft. So she sent me a latch hook kit, and it includes everything. It's a you can see that it's a pillow, and it's the Christmas gnome. See that? And it has each color of the yarn all wrapped up, so you know where it has A, B, D, and E. So it's. Hey Kim, how you doing, sweetheart? So Kim went on the cruise with us, the Regretful Yarn Addict. Look her up. And latch hook kits. I got that, and she sent me a card. I don't know where that went, but anyway, that was one of my gifts that I opened ahead of time. I still got tears in my eyes. I got to stop that. But it came as a pillow, and so I will be latching a gnome. So I told everybody, I says, you wait, it might end up in your box next year, all finished. So thank you so much, Debbie. Okay, and I got some Christmas cards. I got a lovely card from Nikki's Crochet Nook. And that was the card. She sent me some tea, some green tea. I love green tea. I haven't tried it with jasmine, but I will do that. Thank you so much. And I got a little card from my friend Deb. Debbie's my friend that came and had dinner with me. And she gave me it's a little whew, my brain is going a mile a minute. It's one of those little toaster ovens, and it toasts, it bakes, and it broils. So she gave me one of those, and I was just shocked. I had no idea. I had no idea in the world that that's what she was giving me. So this is just wonderful. And I think it was the other day I was at her house, and we were talking about, she said, you want toast? It was early in the morning. It was when I had that sleep study and I'm knocking on the door at 5:30 in the morning, right? So she said, you want some toast? I said, sure. She says, I'll do it in the toaster oven. I said, can you put a couple little things of butter on there? Hi, Susan. Hey, Cake Crafter. So, and Mary. Hi, Mary. So she did, and she says, oh, toast tastes so good. I said, that's where you did it when you lived in the South and you only had an oven. We didn't have, when I was growing up, we didn't have a toaster. We did have one, when we finally got a toaster, it was a kind that had flaps on each side. I don't know if you guys remember that or not. And you put, whoops, I just got a cramp. That was funny. So anyway, you open it up and then you put a slice of bread on each side and then you close the flaps and they toast. I don't know if you remember that or not, but that's kind of the way they, we had them back. That was probably one of the first toasters. This was back in the 50s that I remember this. I know a lot of you weren't even thought of in the 50s. But anyway, oh, here's the card that that Sweet Debbie sent me. Isn't that cute with a little bird on it? Oh, the flap toasters? Yeah, Kim, that's right. Yeah, they were, that's all we had at that time. So, and then I got a card from Barb, and it's a beautiful cardinal. And cardinal is the state bird of Virginia. So, of course, every time I see one of these, I think of home. And she sent me a whole bunch of these iron-on stick things to go on your clothes, the unicorn, or to go on anything, I guess. Some cherries, a flamingo, a butterfly, and a watermelon. So what I can do is, if I make Madonna, I can put one of these on her. I can put one of these on her thing. So that was cool. Okay, so you saw that, and I'm going to open the two gifts. The first one is number 12, and this is from Debbie, the Canadian Crafter. See, I'm sharing my Christmas Eve with you guys because I'm not going to open any. I don't have anything to open for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a sleep-in day. I'm tired and all that stuff. Yeah. Ooh, what the heck? What the heck? Oh my gosh. Okay, number 1, we have a bag handle. Number 2, we have rope to go through for the bag. And she sent fabric. This is probably the liner. Madonna, if you're watching, the green. And this is this color. And she sent me, she wants me to make this. The Great Granny Bag. Look at that. Can y'all see that very well? The Great Granny Bag. Well, this is going to be fun. The pattern is by somebody, and it's a whole kit and caboodle here. She printed it off and put it in a little plastic thing. Do you know that I still have projects, and it's sitting right there, that I got last Christmas that I haven't done yet? No, I haven't. So I think I'll make this, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. It's supposed to be easy and fast. It looks easy and fast. It's a sewing thing. So this should be pretty. Oh, I'm going to enjoy doing this. Thank you so much, Debbie. Oh my goodness, I love it. She sends a whole project. You don't have to even worry about it. Yeah, it's beautiful material, isn't it, Kathy? Yeah, Busy Billie in 2024, that's for sure. And then she called this the bonus, or number 13. And this is my last exchange gift with, I know you probably haven't, what she does is she will make a whole video of all her openings from me. I don't know if she separates each person that she does. Maybe she does. I don't know. But we'll see. She sent me more yarn. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my, this is a pretty color. It's ice yarn. It says Cakes Cameo Cream. Y'all see that? It almost looks purplish, kind of. Reddish, purplish. Isn't that pretty though? Oh my, I like this very much. Very pretty. I know. I'm going to look to see if it has the yardage, but it probably won't. Made in Turkey, of course. It's light. It's I think that's a 2. Yeah, it's a 2. It's real thin. It's a 2. And it's 50% wool and 50% acrylic. Oh, this might make a nice shawl. I might have to knit a shawl with this. I'm going to go back to my book. I don't know if y'all remember last year I started knitting shawls and things from a book, and I did 2 or 3, and now I'm going to go back to that and get back, because I do have one on hooks, but I think this will be pretty, very pretty. Thank you so much, Debbie. It's very appreciative. But I was going to tell you, I have just, let's see. Well, I want to show you what I made first. I made this tote. This is paw prints, and it's got red. It's got red, and I have already sold it, but I just wanted to show it to you. This is a tote. These are quite large totes that I've been making lately. This is a little larger than I had expected, but I love the paw prints. I'm going to try to see if I can get more of that material. I bought that material way before Christmas, I think, because I thought it looked so Christmassy, you know, the little paw prints on it. So I will try to get some more of this and maybe make a little smaller bags with it, you know, little totes. And then I think you saw the peacock tote, and that's already sold also. So I just love this. I am going to be making more of these. I think I have 3 more of this to make. And I'm glad you like the paw print. I think it's pretty too, Rachel and Amby. I love it. I love the peacock one too. And then I have the butterfly one that I'm going to make. So first of all, I wanted to go through what I did. We'll just make this short and sweet. We're kind of tired, not unless we get into something you want to talk about. I went through, and instead of selling as a pair, I'm going to send these as these. This is a bowl cozy with the snowflakes on it, and I went through and I went to the first gift that I'm going to give was Vlogmas number 16, and there were 30 unique, just so that the duplicates were out, and it was 30 unique comments. And the winner of it is Brenda Lane 9094. And Linda, if you are listening or you hear this later, I'll give you till the first of the year to send me an email with your I'll tell you, Amby, I will tell you about how it went with PayPal after I want to get these done. So that Brenda Lane 9094 for the snowflake. Let me make sure. I got a new pin from Anita, blingy. So this is the snowflake. Okay, and then the second one is the one with the rooster and the pigs and the chickens and all that good stuff. I picked Vlogmas number 19 and 20. That was just 2 days on one. There were 49 unique comments. And the winner of that is Edith, Edith Hager, Hager 6966. If you would send me an email and with your address, and I do send it, even though you might think I have it, send it anyway. I think I thought I saw her. Hi, Lynn. I don't know. Let me see. I thought I saw Edith. Maybe it was another Edith. I thought I saw her, but if I didn't, that's okay. Congratulations, Edith. Send me your email, and I will send you the bowl cozy. The reason I haven't matched these up and made another one is because I ran out of the 100% cotton that I had that was already pre-cut and everything. Is that a poor excuse for it? No, I don't think so. We'll go with that. Now, the other one is, let's see, that is the chicken. And I have one more Dammit doll. Now, she's a haggard little thing. But this Dammit doll, I went to Vlogmas 21 and 22, and the 21 to 22, and there were 48 unique comments. And the winner is KTACK57. KTAC 57. That's who wins the Dammit doll. So if you send me an email and send me your address. Billy, you ever hear of Hollywood Beach in Fort Lauderdale? Yes, I have. Yep. I used to live in Miami back in my day. I'm not going to tell you how long ago that was. So tonight, we're going to have a little giveaway for everyone that's showing up in my live. And I haven't made it yet, but I'm going to make it. I have another peacock tote that I'm going to make, and I'm going to give it as a Christmas gift. And I'll tell you how you can win. I want you to tell me what Vlogmas got the most views. And the first person that answers it correctly will get the peacock tote. The first Vlogmas, and you got to give me the date that it was posted, will get the Wendy says, I want a Packer, damn it, doll. How much material on a yard, Wendy, a yard. Canadian crotchet. Mary says, Canadian crotcheter. Nope, you got to give me the date. Give me the date it was posted for the most views. I know y'all are probably scaring off trying to figure it out. The most views. Dreama? Nope, that's not the answer. $2022? Nope. Wait a minute, I got a winner. I got a winner. 1220. Licorice Crochet Mom is the winner. Okay. Licorice Crochet Mom, send me your address to my email address, and I will make it and send it to you. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad you won. That's great. December the 20th was when it was posted, and I had 1,055 views. I know Vlogmas is hard to get views, I'll tell you. I had made a goal for myself when I started out this year that I wanted to get to 6,000 subscribers, and I'm just a little bit short. I got almost 5,900, so I'm a little bit short. But the year hasn't ended yet. But I've ended this year for me. It's hard work doing these videos and stuff, and it's But I was going to tell you about my Christmas Eve in the Mills family. Well, Christmas Day, we're all, hyper and wondering about what we're going to get for Christmas and helping Mother cook. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Oh. So we were always cleaning up, getting ready for Christmas, and sometimes my uncle would come up and stay with us and visit with us from North Carolina, and we'd have a thank you, and we'd have a good time. Well, I would say from the time I was about 14, I babysat the couple that lived across from us. They had 2 small children, and they went to Mass every Christmas Eve, and I ended up going over to babysit. So Santa couldn't quite make it until after I got home. And so, it was kind of like, was this the one with the 4 children? No, this was the 2. Yeah, the 2 young children. It wasn't the one with the 4. They lived down the street. I did a lot of babysitting to earn extra money when I was in high school. Well, from 14 on. I even walked a little girl to the bus stop every morning, and they paid me $50, 50 cents a week. And I thought that was the cat's meow right there. But I was a lot, this was back in the early 50s. So anyway, when I got home, Mom and Dad, you could see, Dad couldn't start putting together any, bikes or anything like that until Miss Billie got up to her bedroom and asleep. And I never really heard anything. We all slept. It was, there were 2 bedrooms on the first floor, and that was Mama and the baby, right, on the first floor. And then the top floor was the rest of us. My brothers all had a room, and my sisters and I all had a room together, the 3 of us. We actually slept in a full-size bed for many years. And then they got me a single bed, and then my sisters slept together. So, but I never, ever heard, I always believed in Santa Claus. I think I was 15 or 16 years old before I realized who Santa Claus was. And I didn't believe it then either. So I could have been a little older than that. So anyway, so what they did if we came downstairs too early, the door was locked, and they wouldn't let us in because it was they didn't want us to go down. They want to make sure everybody was up and they were up, and then we'd all go down. And I have a family. There were 8 of us, but there were 6 of us that was within a 10-year period. You know, if I was 10, the youngest was 1. So there was always at least 6. And so finally, the door was unlocked for some reason. Somebody got up and unlocked the door. It had to be Santa Claus, right? So we go in, and when we open the door, there were no wrapped presents in our house. We had no wrapped presents. The only thing that was a mystery was in the 6 or 8 stockings that were hanging from the fireplace. And so there was a spot for each one of us, and we had our clothes laid out, you know, or our gifts laid out, whatever Santa Claus brought. And he usually brought stuff that we needed, like new shoes or a new dress or pants for the boys or underwear, or we wore undershirts. I think I wore undershirts till I was 12 years old, I guess, until I got to bra size. I wore an undershirt under all my clothes. So, and then we go to our little spot and check out what we got. And if we got clothes, we went and yeah, it's so funny how it's sad when you lose the fact that who Santa Claus really is. And but anyway, the most important thing was getting to those stockings, because we got fruit, which was like a tangerine or an orange. We didn't have a lot of that kind of stuff back in those days in the 50s. So we would have fruit, we would have some nuts, we'd have something like lifesavers, or oh God, we did have a little candy cane maybe, and then we would have a little gift in there. It might be like a little toy watch or a yo-yo. We got yo-yos. I remember one year we got yo-yos. Just little things like that were in our stockings, and that was always the most special part of Christmas to us, was the stockings that I remember. Now these are my memories. You could probably talk to my sisters and my brothers, and they would all have a different look on it. But us 3 sisters are the only ones that are still living out of the 6. The other 3 brothers have passed away. So then we only have 2 little ones at the, you know, like I have 20 years difference between me and my younger brother. And then my other brother, he just turned 65. So that makes us about 14 or 15 years difference. So they grew up in a whole different ball game than what we grew up in the 50s. So that was our Christmas. And Mother had turkeys. She always cooked her turkey overnight. Always. The Sears wish book encircling all the toys I wanted. No, we didn't even have a Sears wish book. We never had that. The lifesaver books. We had lifesavers, but I don't think they had books back then. I don't remember. Now, one year we lived in Falls Church, Virginia, and we took us kids, and we each got $5. We took that. I don't know who gave us the $5, but anyway, we had $5, and we went to Clarendon and Arlington, Virginia, on a bus, and we each bought each other a gift. And I'll never forget, my one brother, Andy, bought me one of those, where you melt the wax and you stick a stamp in it. And I thought that was the best gift. I thought he was very artistic, so that kind of goes in with it. But does anybody want to come on and tell me about their Christmas morning? Yes, Wendy. I was the oldest of 8 also. Yeah. We were Oh, thank you, Ola Joe. How are you, Ola Joe? I haven't seen you in ages. Hi, Dee. Hi, Dee. Merry Christmas, everybody. A tiny box of chocolate covered cherries. Oh my gosh. Those were good. Mother loved those. My mom loved those chocolate cherries. And we still had we had the gumdrop tree that Mother put together. And of course, those gumdrop trees, uh, we unloaded those really fast. Jesse Ford, you're only, yeah, yeah. So you got gifts wrapped, huh? I thought that was so special to go to a friend's house and see that they had wrapped gifts. That Santa Claus would take all that time to wrap gifts, but didn't wrap gifts for us, you know? Merry Christmas, Marcy White, Diane Sharp. We got tangerines and whole walnuts. Yes, that's exactly what we got. And and loose candy. Yes, we got loose candy in it too. Oh, I didn't know that, Vicki. You're an only also. Oh my gosh, it has been an unbelievable Christmas season for me. It really has, and I'm boy, am I thankful that I made it this far. I'll tell you. I was thinking, I told my brother today, I said, in February, I will be starting my 80th year. Because, you're born, right? I'll be 79, but I will be starting my 80th year. And he says, well, you haven't surpassed them all yet, have you? Yeah. I said, well, Grandma was 99 and a half. Do you think I'll live that long? I don't think so. And she didn't have heart issues like I do. Does anybody want to come up and tell me about their Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? No? Okay. I'll let me see if I can do this. Here we go. Invite. Now, if you'd like to come up, you can hit that and I'll let you in and you can talk. If not, that's okay. My mom made me doll furniture with popsicle sticks. Oh my gosh, that is wonderful. My grandma's birthday was 12/24, so we always celebrated her birthday. Yeah, that's right. You celebrate your birthday at the end. That means your 80th year or your 7th year is finished. You're now going to start your next year. Because we're born, that's 1 month and then 2 months. So when somebody says how old you are, they'll say 7 years and 2 months. Well, I just say, 79 going on, working on 80. I'm sorry to hear that. Down in Florida, huh? In 2016, I was here. Yep. Merry Christmas. You all are just wonderful. I'm glad that you all were here. And hello, hand waving. Everybody's hand waving. He's only enjoyed wrapping his present. He found them, unwrapped them today. Oh no, Jesse. Ah. Oh my gosh. When I was little, my mom's sister handmade ceramic nativity uh, where did I nativity scene and Christmas trees for my parents. Oh, that's beautiful. Hi, Susan Kay and Sandra from South Carolina. I'm the oldest of seven. There are five living now. Our Christmas morning was similar to yours. Daddy always had a huge bowl of oranges, nuts, and candy on the table. I know. I love that. Paper dolls and children's scissors and coloring books and crayons in our stocking. Hey, look who's coming to visit me. Hi, Elaine.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing this on my phone, so I'm not.
Are you going to tell us about your Christmas?
Okay. Yes. My brother and I used to get up at stupid o'clock, you know,
Yeah.
and try and wake my parents up. Get back to bed. It's 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever, whatever it was. And of course, we kept asking until we finally said, "All right," you know. But one year, I remember my brother and I were scheming, and we we had all the squeaky stairs marked so we could skip them. We had a timetable. You know, such and such a time, I'll go down and get a drink of water and check out the stockings. And then 15 minutes later, you go down and go to the bathroom and check out the tree. And we had everything, the time to, you know, then we'll ask mom and dad to open the presents. And then we'll ask mom and dad again if we can open the presents. So we had the timetable. Every night we met, you know, before Christmas, we met and, you know, went over our plans and everything. It was really cool. Christmas morning, I hear my mother going, "Hey, John, Merry Christmas." We slept through the whole thing, all that planning, and we slept, and they got us up.
That's the
We
way.
tore down those steps, and yeah, that was always fun.
So you just had the one sibling, your
Yeah,
brother.
no, I had two.
It's
My sister was younger.
ah,
My brother and I are only a year apart, but my
yeah,
sister's like 8 years later.
yeah,
But yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
But we had the same thing because when we went down the steps, there were a couple steps that you had to move all the way to the side of the step before you could go down, you know, or else it would squeak. But you're right. That's what we did
yeah,
too.
yeah. We had everything planned. It was so too funny that we
Yeah.
slept through it. Christmas
Oh,
Eve, we used to go to my aunt's,
uh-huh.
in East Hartford, well, about an hour away before I-84 was built. But we used to go there on Christmas Eve, and we used to have a grab bag. The parents would buy so many gifts. You know, my mother would buy 3 gifts, and because she had 3 kids, my aunt would buy 5 gifts because he had five, and then we'd all switch and I guess they picked names. I don't know. We each got a present anyway on Christmas Eve. And we used to watch I don't know if you remember this. I don't know if were you it was the Bell telephone, the marionettes
Yes.
doing the night before Christmas
Yes.
and the Christmas story, the nativity scene, all the marionettes. So we used to watch that every year, usually at my aunt's house because that's where we were Christmas Eve. And then I would get really antsy. I wanted to go home. We gotta go home. It's getting dark. Santa's gonna come. You won't come. And I was just so worried that we won't be home. And usually, we're gonna go home. No, I don't want to go home. But on Christmas Eve, it was we gotta go home. We gotta go home. We gotta go.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
neat. I think we've all had the same, our generation, or you're close to me anyway in age,
yeah,
and we kind of have the same, this went through the same thing. I think my father, he was born, and then he was, when he was little, he went through it was depression time,
hmm
24 stuff, and
yep,
I never knew anything about his Christmases, or he never, but he really made it big for us,
yeah,
whether we had a little bit or not, we always had a little something in our stocking. So that is what made it nice. But that's great. Thank you for sharing,
You're
Elaine.
welcome. Thanks for
You're my
having me
you're
up.
my hero. Thank you so much,
You're
Elaine.
welcome. Bye. I can.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
That's Elaine. We call her Puddin' because she loves to have pudding at night before she goes to bed, or well, a few hours before her little night snack. How many generations of family you know? For me, great grandparents, parents, siblings, my kids, grandkids, great grandkids, 7 generations. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I remember my grandfather's father, which would be my great grandfather. He was on a farm, and we lived on his farm. I remember that as a child. He was a tobacco farmer, Hi, Anita, Anita, Anita. And my father's, I never knew my father's father. Um, he was never adopted. He was in a foster home. And that was when he was 6. And I think might have met his mother, but I must have been 1 or 2 years old. So I don't have any background as far as my father's side, but my mother's side, I had a grandmother. I remember my great grandmother. Um, she was quite old. I remember when I was younger. So yeah, there's a lot of generation. We were talking today in the car. I was thinking, all my aunts and uncles are gone on both sides of the family. My father was next to the youngest. My mother was the oldest. So her siblings are all gone. My father's siblings are all gone. So it makes it like you're the next generation, of family that's there. Hi, Miss Dory. How you doing? Merry Christmas, Miss Dory. At one time, we had 5 living generations on both parents' side. We only got a picture of one side. Well, that's amazing if you can do that. That is amazing. Yeah, we think about that, don't we? I mean, this time of the year when it's family and all this good stuff. Let me see what I have up here. I was never able to meet my great grandma. She lived in Cuba, wasn't able to leave, and I was born in the U.S. and never met my grandfathers. They all passed before I was born. Yeah, same thing here. Zero, same thing here. Um, it's amazing. And what amazes me is how things have, I think when I was growing up, we all lived in a small area. Everybody lived in a little town. Your aunts, your uncles, your grandma, your grandpa, your family, and you got together. But now everybody's gone this way across the country. My brother lived in Las Vegas. I had I lived in Virginia. My sisters lived here. Two of my brothers lived in North Carolina. So we were just really kind of spread out, and it was hard um, to keep that closeness that we had. And when I moved from Florida, I knew my 2 sisters lived here, and I thought this would be great. It was in 2002. I said this would be great. I'd be close to my sisters, would be there for each other. But what I didn't realize is that they didn't want that. They had their own families, their own kids, and I wasn't part of their family anymore. So it was hard. It was really hard to, um, to accept that reality. But I've accepted it now, and now I know um, where my family is, and that's you, all of you, my Zoom sisters, my wonderful subscribers and friends here. I don't know how much to tell you how much I love all you guys, and I certainly do appreciate you coming in on Christmas Eve and spending a little time with me. And I am going to make some changes next year. There's some things that I'm going to drop and get away from, and I want to have less, what is probably a little more stress on me. I'm going to try to lessen my load, in other words. And so, but I'll tell you all about that at the beginning of the new year. Hi, Miss Jaxie. I love you too, sweetheart. Your mother is 96, and I have an aunt 91, and my grandmother lived to 101. Oh my God. And you're my age. Oh, Judy, that's wonderful. That could be true, Sandra. Hello, everybody, and Merry Christmas. I thank you for joining me. I really don't have much more to say. I've told you about my Christmas. I'm going to take tomorrow off and just take it easy. And hi, Kim Hall and Carrie and Wendy. And So starting the new year, we'll start out, gosh, what is it, my fifth year, I guess? Starting my 5th year. Yeah, I think so. So thank you guys for sticking with me. I know I don't say a lot of things like thumbs up and, subscribe and all that stuff. I just forget stuff like that. I don't find it important to me. It might be important to YouTube, but it's not important to me. And I just love it. I wish nobody else wants to come up. What's with you subscribers? You need to come up and talk to us. Jaxie, you going to come tell us about your Christmas Eve and Christmas morning? That is sad, though. Sister, brothers, or family before you have your own family. Well, that's what I thought, too. I've known my sisters a lot longer than, and when the kids are gone and stuff, who's left, right? But that's, about PayPal. Oh, yeah, let me tell you about PayPal. I was on the phone with 3 hours with PayPal trying to figure out why my application wasn't printing. All of a sudden, it just wasn't printing anymore. Okay, that was 3 hours. Pumpkin pie. 3 hours on the phone trying to figure out why I couldn't print my labels for my packages. Okay. Then they said call, what is it called? The station, ship station. Okay, that's who it switches from the PayPal application, it switches over to the ship station. So from the ship station, I should be able to print. That's where the printing comes from. I should be able to view my label and then print it. But what it does is it keeps bouncing back to save. It won't allow it to go to the next step. So I tried to explain this to these people, and we got absolutely nowhere. So, your phone can only do so much, but I found a way around it. So I went into PayPal. I went in and I put in the package, the measurements, the weight, and all that stuff. Then I calculated it, and I tried to print it. It wouldn't print it. Okay. So I went to my phone, and I was able to bring up that label and print it. But I can't go into the phone and put all the information in for printing. But I can do it. So I have to do proof. I got to have a phone here and the computer here and just work it out that way. So far, that's where I am. But I will be calling PayPal back again because this is something that oh, yeah, you know what? I'm on a soap opera box here, That's their application. It should be their responsibility to make sure they should be the one to call ShipStation and tell them what the mistakes are. Now, has anybody else complained? I don't know. I can't find any questions on it. They had an issue with it, and they even told you there was an issue with it. All of a sudden, that issue just disappeared. No comment. It is. It's so frustrating. My daddy always woke me up at midnight to get my gifts from Santa. Oh, well, at least that way you go back to bed and get a good night's sleep. Oh, yeah, it's right, Sandra. Life changes when your family has family of their own for so many of us. But I don't know. I always saw in my mother the importance of her brothers and sisters were to her. Early on in life, if one of her brothers came to her and say, "Hey, Elaine, my mother's name was Elaine too. If I have, I need a place to stay for a while. I'm, between most of them were service. One uncle was in the Pacific during World War II, and the other one was in Germany. If they came and said, "Hey, I need a place to stay for about a month before I ship out or whatever," mother said, "Sure." She got a bunch of kids, but she didn't care. She one of the kids moves over and he, makes room for his for her siblings. That's the way it was, but it's not like that anymore. I don't know. Okay, I did, Donna. I did. I deleted the cookies and the cache images from my browser, all my browsers. Then I found I had some software in there that I just didn't like, and I deleted that. I don't know where that came from, but I will do it again. I will do it again. I will keep trying. I will not give up. I'm going to conquer this. And that's probably what happened. I don't know what happened with tonight StreamYard. I guess because I'm tired. When I'm tired, I don't work well. But I will try that for sure again and see if that will help. So we'll see. Well, I'm going to say Merry Christmas to all of you. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow with your families. And I hope your food turns out wonderful, which I know it will. So now we just wait for the new year to come in. Hi, Tanya. Tanya. Love listening to your stories. I moved to the US from the Ukraine in my adult age. Life over there was different. Merry Christmas to everyone. I bet it was, honey, but welcome to the United States. We were brought up family first, but when the boys started dating, got married, that changed. My mom was crushed. Yeah, that happens. Yeah. Our family built all our holidays around Grandma when she passed away unexpectedly on Thanksgiving Day. Our holidays were never the same. That's like when I lived in Virginia, I would come to Florida for Christmas almost every year. There was only one I missed, or a couple maybe I missed. And I had such a good time with the nieces and the nephews. We just had such a good time together, and we always spent Christmas Eve at my sister's, and I always gave the kids an ornament. I'd buy them up north. I'd give them an ornament on Christmas Eve, and then I had a gift for them. Sometimes, well, most of the time, there were a couple that didn't like anything I ever gave them. So, that it never clicked to me to give them money and say, hey, go out and buy your own or something like that. But that's okay. But yeah, it was really, and then when I moved here, we had Christmas at my place, and we, on Christmas Eve, and we do steaks and then open gifts afterwards and everything, and it was a lot of fun. And then everybody kind of, did their own thing. So that's the way it goes. So anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm going to sign off, and thank you so much for, yeah, I will, Jolene. I'll enjoy the rest of the year for sure. I'm going to rest. And I will see you all in the new year. I promise. It's Christmas here in Bangkok. Is it already? Chris loves crochet. I just found out that Christmas is not a public holiday here. All businesses are open as usual. So different. I'm glad I'm off. She's off, but they don't serve. I guess they wouldn't, would they? Oh my gosh. Okay, Marie, she has Christmas Day at home, and then day after they go to her mom's parents to visit for the holiday. Oh, that is so cool. Good night, Kim. Good night, Night Owl. Good night, everybody. Good night, Dory. Take care of yourself. I mean it. I'm going to end this. Good night, everybody. I'll see you in the new year.